here is a sandbox pen. Basically, the powers of a hacker. And today, I'm going to be using these abilities to build the best hacker base all inside of 99 Nights in the Forest. And of course, we got to start off with leveling up the fire. So we could go here, click spawner. Okay, sapling, item list. It's a little blurry for me, but I'm going to go all the way down. Oil barrel, right here. See, right there. Make owner. Makes an item intractable for them only. Random rotation. Oh, that spawn. How much to spawn? Let's just spawn one. It worked! As you can see, we can now put this in the fire, and we already have level 3. So what if we go back into the panel, and we spawned 5 of them? We're just gonna level up the fire really quick, and the fire is fully leveled up on the first day. And I even have this special class where I box up bunnies. Okay. That's very cool. But what about other stuff? It can't just be that. We need some good stuff. Item chest 6. What's item chest 6? Spawn that. A crimson chest just spawned. Okay, come on. We gotta get some good stuff. Chainsaw. An RPG. So, okay. I got an RPG. Make sure you guys stick around till the end because this becomes insane. So I'm a little short on materials right now. So we're going to go back here and right here we have everything. So we're going to go and first of all, we need alien armor. We're going to spawn one and there we go. Now we're not going to die as easily. But if we go here, we do need some cultist old car. Let's do old car engines. And can we spawn many of them? How many can we spawn? 10? 20. Okay, let's spawn 20 of them. All 20 old car engines are laid out right here. So we're gonna take all of these. We're gonna dump. Okay, so we have a lot of scrap, which means we can already build a couple of key items, like the regular bed, the sundial, and even the compass. The compass can go. I want to make it like here. So we're gonna put the compass right there, the regular bed there, and the sundial right here. Now we do need some wood. Why is the deer looking at me from there? So let's get something that can chop down trees. We're gonna bring this back down to 1, and let's see. If we go down, let's go to the top. We have all of this stuff here. So if we keep going down, we should be able to find one-hit axe. I only want one of these. Actually, you know what? Let's see how much it would look like if I spawn 20 one-hit axes. They're all here. I could take as many as I'd like. We're gonna only take one, and we're getting rid of that old axe. Now, the question is, how does it do on wood? Oh, look at this. I can spam it, but it just eradicated the big tree. Does it one-hit or two-hit? We're gonna have to test that out, but this is insane. The one-hit axe is literally just giving us opportunities. We're gonna replant this tree because I kind of feel bad for it. It kind of got just like demolished. Now, of course, we got to build the old bed. We got to build all of the beds. So we're gonna build the next bed. Of course, where do you think? Right there. Now we're gonna grab, and we do need a map. For some reason, I don't have a map already. So we're just gonna dump some wood in here and grab that like so. And now we could put it wherever we'd like. So I am going to put it right here, and there we go. Now we have a map. We still have a lot of scrap, so I just want to see what else can we spawn with this. Let's go all the way up. We can spawn broken microwaves, biofuel, bolt, bunny. We can spawn practically anything. We can spawn logs. Wait, I did not know that. So if I just go right up here, okay, I think I spawn. Oh, 283. What is the deer doing? Dude, get out of here. I have so much wood. 283. We could build anything. Crockpot? Yes. Biofuel processor? Yes. Oil drill? No. I don't have cultist gems. Okay, so right now we need the bunny's foot, and usually they're like impossible to get. I'd like to see these bunnies try and go up against my one-hit axe. And just like that, we got the bunny's foot. And he scammed me. An infinity sack. You know what? Why not? Let's have an infinity sack. It's all I've ever wanted. I love infinity sack. Now we basically have all of the hacker stuff. Infinite sack, one-hit axe, and we still don't even have the start of our base yet. It's sad to see. So I'm gonna dump all of these logs into the fire or into the crafting bench. Then I'm gonna spawn. Oh, the owl has woken up already. Well, now because I have this much power, we are gonna spawn everything we need. And right now I am getting really hungry. It looks like I did get kicked out, so we're gonna leave. Alright, we did get kicked. Luckily our hacker powers did not go away, so I'm just gonna catch up to you guys once we have all of the kids again. I'm going to save the final koala kid child, and we're literally off the map right now. If I keep going, we don't even exist anymore. Like, isn't that crazy? That's how far out we have to go for these children. Well, now I just gotta beat up these bears because they exist, and I want to just beat this guy up. Then we're gonna one-hit axe this guy, and then we're gonna just karate chop that guy. Now that we've done that, we can open this door and now get the final kid, which is Koala Kid. Now we basically are where we were left at when I got kicked. So now we can start building our hacker base, which is going to be insane. Now I am a little hungry, so I now am going to use the power of hacking to give myself some hunger. We're going to put that guy down, and we're going to turn off my flying. Now what we're going to do is, because we have so much stuff, we got to start building our base. So first, of course, we got to build the inside stuff. Crock pot and all of the farm plots, which is 200 wood, which is a lot. So we're gonna get the crock pot and we're gonna put it in its own area, which will be right behind here. All right, now that that's done, we could go here and build a wood rain storage and a log wall. So now if I put the wood rain storage like that, we put the log wall right there. I think this should work. Well, that looks pretty good. We need to have the crock pot in the base, even though we don't really need it, because I can literally just go like this if I'm ever hungry. Now that that's done, we can start building up the first layer of our base, which of course it has to be traps. Lots and lots of them. Second, what are you doing here? Now I have to get rid of this. The only way to get rid of this is to get that out of existence. Now that that's done, we gotta build us some traps. You can only build 8 bear traps currently, which is baloney. But I am going to find a way to make it work. So we're going to put each of them like this around. I don't know why the kid's hacking too. I don't know who gave him admin, but I'm just gonna, since I can only build a certain amount of these, I'm just going to make a quick little circle of bear traps around the fire. There we go. Now that that's done, we could go all the way over here, and we are of course going to get all of the torches. We're making this also look nice. So we're gonna go right by here, put enough torches all around the bed area, and one of the kids set up their tents on my ammo crate. Great. I mean, it's meant for ammo and stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not like I wanted. I don't like all of these trees around, so we gotta get rid of them. So I just died because I walked in, but luckily, if I go back up here, I could click revive. Now, it's because of the bear traps. The bear traps are insanely harmful. They take half HP a pop, so that's not very good. Although, it's fine, because I am literally invincible. I can revive, I can get myself hunger. I'm gonna go back to the spawner, and we're gonna get a sapling, and I'm gonna spawn 20 of them to start. So now, it's time to put them all down. Our first revive, and our first layer is done. Although these bear traps are going to be the death of me, I promise you, because I've already died twice to these bear traps. Luckily, I have the power of hacker, which means like a hacker can literally just self-revive, and I'm just gonna max out my hunger again. Now that we have this growing in, and it's looking pretty nice so far, I'm gonna go in here, and it's time to build shelves, and lots of them. That's gonna be our next layer. So we're gonna go through here, and 1, I do gotta leave an entrance, and I think it's gonna be over here. So we're gonna have to cut down these trees. Now we have enough shelves. This is a pretty good base all by itself. We're gonna now go back and build. Okay, I don't want any of these shelves blueprints, so we're gonna put the shelf blueprints on the shelves. And now I take all of these carrots. I got 20 carrots from that one little like area. We're just gonna pick up carrots and put them down. We just want infinite stew. We're gonna turn on our auto cooker. Okay, now that we have this done, we gotta start making an entrance. Of course, we need lots of log walls. So we're gonna go back here, find the log walls, and let's get building. So we're gonna cover them up and then make a passageway like this to the outside world. Okay, now that that's done, we can now board up the rest of everything, I guess. And now just one more. There. Now we've built... Oh my god, I died again. Revive. Alright, guys. Yeah, it's true. I unfortunately did die, and I couldn't use any of my hacker powers to undo that. So I'm just going to have to rebuild what I lost, which is fine, because, I mean, one of the children got glitched during this run, which is annoying. We're going to make this back to normal, basically. And I'm not going to use bear traps anymore, because I literally died because of the bear traps. Like, bro, how does that even happen? Oh, and I also got infinite resources. So now it's time to start building our base. First, of course, though, I gotta get this. I always had the Kraken kid always puts her darn tent right by my beds or my ammo crates or any of that stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to a misc spawner. We're gonna give myself building tools. Oh yeah, we're giving ourselves building tools. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna bring it over here. There we go. We're gonna now rotate this, and we're gonna rotate Dino Kids. Now we're just gonna move it to fit perfectly. And now I don't need the building tools anymore. And now it's out of the way, too. This looks a lot nicer than the beds before. And now I gotta rebuild a little bit of our base. So we're gonna go into our spawner, get back 20, and let's go up here and we're gonna do saplings. We're just gonna spawn a couple of these, and there we go. We just spawned a bunch of saplings, and we're gonna build our square of trees again. It will be our layer, so we'll get back to you guys once that happens. All right, now our wall of trees is being built. I'm gonna decide to move the entrance over here. So we're just gonna turn all of this to 1 second per stage. Now whenever I plant a sapling, it is about 2 seconds before 4 seconds till it grows, and that is just the way it goes. Now I am going to need more saplings to patch up some of the little mistakes in here. So I'm going to pick up all of these over here, plant this there, and now I want to make an entrance right here. So we're going to cut these 6 trees down, and I'm just going to plant some more of these. We gotta make everything perfect. It must be. I mean, if you have hacker admin powers, if it's not perfect, what are you doing? Alright, now I'm gonna take all of these logs. Now, these logs mean practically nothing to me, so I'll burn them, I guess. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I have infinite of everything else. Now that that's done, I'm going to realize that this is a giant patch in the wall, so we're gonna have to put down 2 saplings there. Is there any other, here? There we go. Don't want this to be, easy to raid. I'm gonna spawn in another 20. Might have accidentally spawned. No, I spawned 20. That's good. And now I need to go over here, and we're gonna, redo the shelf layer. We love the shelves. We're just gonna get enough shelves. And now we're going to... And there we go. Now we basically have the first layer set up. Now, there's one problem here. This right here, first of all, has no saplings, which I need to fix. So we're just gonna spawn in a couple saplings. Now that that's done, okay, I have this extra. So we're gonna put that right there. We could go in here, and now we go down to blueprints. This is one thing that you may not know of. And that's because this is one of the most OP things ever. I have barbed wire. That's the blueprint I'm gonna use. We need 50 uses. So we could just do this. This is my hacker base. No, that means I get to have as many barbed wire as I'd like. And I happen to want a lot of barbed wire, which is why I got 41. But no, not all of it is just for the entrance. That would not be nice. We gotta also have some inside the base too. Of course. I mean, we barely used, 20. Like, we're just going crazy at this point. I'm just gonna quickly use these building tools to put this back where it's supposed to be. First, I got to rotate it, which I gotta figure out which one's the rotate one. There we go, it's that one. So we're gonna use the green axis, or whichever letter axis it is. I'm too lazy to remember. And we're gonna move this barbed wire right here. Then if we click copy and paste, we have another one. There we go. I'm gonna unequip the building tools, and we already have an OP base. Like, look at this. Everything you've ever dreamed of sits right here. Barbed wire, all of it. Yeah, we're still not done. First, I gotta build, of course, I forgot, I gotta build food stuff. So we're gonna put right, that's done. We gotta go ahead and, fine, I'll get all the farm plots. Now that that's done, we put them all right here. And now we already have a dream base. This base is insane. This is one of the best hacker bases ever. But we're still not done. Nuh-uh. We still have another different type of thing. If we go back to the tool, or sorry, the blueprints, barbed wire is one of them, stakes is the other. So it's only right that we also have stakes. So that looks like an insane entrance. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like an entrance I wouldn't want to try and cross through. And now we're still not done. Yeah, no, we're now got to build a couple of lightning rods, you know, to make this look a lot nicer, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put lightning rods here and a lightning rod right here. Now that that's done, there's one other thing that I've also been a little neglecting. Oh, crap, I got to get the oil drill, of course. So I'm going to put it here, and it looks like I turned it the wrong way, so we're just going to select it, go over here, and turn it. And now I got to go over here and, of course, build the wood rain storages, bro. Of course, you can't ever, like, not build the wood rain storages. Now, we now have wood rain storages around the entire base, which is pretty insane, not going to lie to you. But we're still not done. We could still make this much better. And now we're gonna get more saplings. We're gonna up it to 50. Please don't crash. It didn't crash. Okay, so I have 150 saplings on the ground right now. So I'm gonna pick a lot of them up. I built another tree layer. I'm gonna fly. I'm just gonna do this really quick. I'm just gonna fly, and we're gonna go to the sky. This is our base right now. You look how gigantic it is. It's pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. But we're almost done, but we're not quite done yet. That was another layer of trees, but you see my fire range? It goes just a little further than that. So I'm just gonna quickly, it's been a couple days in the game, and as you can see, I modified our base just a little bit. I added another gigantic layer of tree walls. There's nothing that could penetrate this wall. Now, you think that's it? Nah, it's time for a tour. Starting from the inside, I'm just going to turn my hacker fly power off. That's not very good. Right here, we have our infinite crafting bench where I could literally craft anything. When it comes to lightning rods, shelves, wood rain storages, anything. Over here, we have the kitchen where if I need to, I could put carrots inside the freezer, or I could put them inside the auto cooker to make me some stew. Over here is the main living area where we have, hold on, and over here is our living area. You could tell because it's a nice blue floor with a totally not a grass texture, and with multiple beds for you to sleep on, our map, and lightning rods. And over here, if you ever need some ammo, you could just buy ammo. Any type of ammo would work. As you could tell, I could get as much ammo as I like. Then we go over here to the kids' living area, which should have their own panel. So, and here is the kids area where they live. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the last two kids. Don't ask why. And then we have the fire where all of the oil barrels come in, and the pelt trader lives with me too. I guess he just can't get out. And over here we have the first 4 layers. Yeah, it's a little insane. It's actually like 7 billion layers. If we want to get past the entrance, which will probably kill you, luckily we have this teleporter, which we go into, and you go into here. And you just gotta charge the teleporters, and you could just teleport back whenever you'd like. Over here, then you have the outer wall, and if I were to give myself a hacker flight again, this is what my base looks like from the outside. Hold on, let me just quickly get rid of a couple of these big trees. They're ruining my vibe here. There we go. As you can see, this is my base from the outside. It looks absolutely insane. This is my hacker base. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my hacker base. If you guys want to see me build a sky base next, go down below and type sky base in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.